Right there, ladies and gents, how is it going? I'm out on my tow rag, my Aprilia Tuareg 660, fully loaded up, all camping gear and everything all attached. Got Phil 480 in front on his scrambler and with his wonky side pack. Yeah, he's got a high level scrambler exhaust on that, so you can only put a bag on one side of it. So genius packing from Phil. But yeah, we're headed down to Salisbury Plains. Some of us are going to do some trail riding, some of us are going to do some road riding. Yeah, camping down there for the weekend, it should be pretty mega. Going to be meeting up with Big Pezza and Andy and some others. Not sure who else is coming along with us. There was supposed to be a few more coming as well, but people like Epic Adam got their weekends confused, and other people like QSQ, so I think their bike broke. Yeah, it'll be what it will be, but it'll be a good weekend or whatever. Can't wait. Anyway, we've got a little bit of a road trek to do. I'm not going to bring you all the way along for this because this is just the ride there. Yeah, I shall catch you in a sec. Well, Phil's done some definite magic with the route finding options. I'm not sure what app he's using, but it's a lovely route down here, and there's so many gorgeous smells of the summer. What an absolutely stunning, gloriously gorgeous day. Oh yes, well done Big Pezza organising it for this weekend, mate. Absolutely spot on weather. Oh yes.
Keep that bar rubber side down.
The place sort of snuck up on us. We thought it was a bit further away than it actually was, actually on the way down here we went past Pez and the other lot riding the other way. I think they've just been off to lunch or something. But this is the Bruce Arms. It's a pub with a restaurant and a lovely campsite. So yeah, we're going to go and get set up, and then I imagine we'll probably try and find ourselves a beer or something. Right then, I guess just need to get a tent sorted now. Yeah, good little ride down here. Cheers, Phil. Park! Big Pezza park. He's got a Big Pezza park and he's not afraid to use it. Good enough, fingers? Oh, there's your helmet gone.
That's all right.
Was that your helmet? Oh no, your helmet's there.
No, it's my bag.
Well, today's the morning after the night before. Not feeling too bad, to be honest, although I didn't sleep very well, and I don't think anyone else slept particularly well because my snoring is just horrific. But yeah, it's a lovely night. Had the aurora borealis, whatever you call it, from a solar storm, which kept us up looking at that for a good few hours, watching that sort of peach across the site. I've got some photos. I don't know how well they come out, so I'll try and tag them on here or something like that. But yeah, it's a lovely little campsite. The guys here, they're sort of in vans and stuff. Pez, yeah, you come down in the cub, but he stuck it in the van. They did a day's trail riding yesterday. We're going to go off in a minute and do some more trail riding ourselves today all together. Phil's on his scrambler, so he's not going to do a lot of trail riding. He'll do some of the easy stuff with us to start with, and then he'll scoot off and do some exploring and stuff himself. But yeah, it's alright. It's a lovely little campsite, this. Really cool campsite. Right, let's catch you on the road. Right, well, we are all just about ready to go off out on a little bit of an explore. Phil's coming with us for the start of it. Oh yeah! He's going to do a couple of little trails with us and then go off and have his own little adventure. And we're going to find some more to muck around on. It's going to be an awesome day. Right, let's get ourselves out of here. So our first trail is this Savernake Forest. I'm not sure how long it is or anything like that, but I think it's mostly just this gravel track, and just a nice, gentle get used to the bike moving around a little bit, and one that Phil can do on his little scrambler. Yeah, it's all good. A lot of dust flying up though. I'm quite glad I'm near the front at the moment. Yeah, I see Phil's behind me. He's hanging back just a little bit because between the three of us, we're probably kicking up quite a bit of dirt. But what a gorgeous day, eh? What a gorgeous day. I don't think all the lanes are going to be like this, but I think this one and the next one will be a pretty easy one. It's a gloriously lovely, beautiful day. Absolutely awesome. We picked the perfect weekend for it. Well done, Pez, on that, mate. Well done. Yeah, it's great.
I feel very overdressed in all my adventure travel gear. I do wish I'd bought more motocrossy stuff, but then the ride down wouldn't have been so comfortable. But anyway, yes, nice little ride, nice little ride. What's next? Right, we're out on the second trail now of the day. I've no idea what to expect for the whole day, to be honest, but I think it's all going to be mostly relaxing trail rides, nothing hardcore. Yeah, we're just enjoying being out in a different part of the world, a little bit of our countryside. And what a weekend for it, what a weekend for it. Phil has moved on to his road ride. It's just not the most appropriate bike for trail riding. Yeah, don't blame him, because who knows what the day holds. But yeah, I mean, this stuff will be alright. This stuff will be alright for him, but I don't know how harder it gets later on. But yeah, it's all good, baby. Loving it. So last night when we were at the campsite, we stopped in the restaurant and had some lovely food. I had gammon and chips and peas with eggs, and that was very, very tasty. I'm going back there again tonight and doing the same. It was all 7 of us last night, and it was quite a fun night. We were all having a few beers and some banter and all that sort of stuff. It was really good giggle. Tonight is just, I think, 5 of us eating in the restaurant, and the other 2 will be, I think, just getting themselves something from a supermarket and cooking it in the campsite or something. Not sure. But yeah, that'll be cool, and no doubt the beers will float again tomorrow night. I will try and do some campsite filming, but it's very difficult when you're in the moment of just enjoying being on holiday. I mean, like, this is my holiday. I'm not doing this to make a video. I just make a video because I'm doing this. Whatever footage you get is what you get. So those of you that like my foodie pics, yeah, you'll just get what you're given, mate, on this one. I'm doing something for you already. I'm doing something for you foodies already, and it's a mammoth undertaking, I tell you. Lots of science and investigations going into that one for you. Yeah, that's right. I guess that means I have to go through it too. And no chickening out for me if the others do it. Yeah, it's only a little puddle, that one, if you go on the right hand side there, or the left from the way we approached. Nice, all through. So we've got quite a variety of motorcycles with us. We've got Big Pezza on his little CT 110 postie bike. We've got a Husky 350, I think it is, in front of me. CRF 300 in front of him, and then Fantech 250 second from the front there, and then behind me we've got Andy on his Husaberg. I think it's a Husaberg 404 or something like that, not sure. Splooshies! I think this meshing, I don't know if the camera picks it up, I think this meshing is just plastic, designed to sort of help protect the trail a bit, but some of it I don't mind going over. Ooh, that's a bit deep. Yeah, I'm not going through the middle of things like that. They look like bike killers. Don't mind getting wet, but I don't want to ruin the bike or me. Yeah, in my local part of the world, where I know all the holes in the ground and stuff like that, I quite happily go through deeper water, just because I generally know what it's going to be like. But yeah, when you're out in a strange place, you're better off verging on the side of caution.
But we got some good news. I found the fault. I saw them not crashing this up. I know, another nut's come undone.
Yeah, some bits fell apart off Pez's airbox, which meant that he was sucking in loads and loads of air, and it was not running right. I'm hoping what he's done is fixed it, because I don't really know what sort of field service kit he can do out on the trails if he's lost even more bits of his carburettor, which fell apart yesterday. The perils of old motorcycles, and especially trail riding on bumpy things. I'm kind of guessing, with the pace that we're going at, that it's not fixed though. Kind of guessing. Alright, yeah, so Pez can't fix his bike. He's got either an air leak or fuel issue or something or other, I'm not sure. So he's going to limp back to the campsite, and we're going to get to the end of this trail, which is quite a long-ish one, and then we'll see if we can plot some kind of route to save the day and give us a bit more riding. I'm sure we'll be able to put something together. Oh, but what a pain in the neck that is! What a pain in the neck for Pezza! Oh man! And because he's Mr. Map, yeah, he's kind of kiboshed the rest of the plan. But we'll fix up. We'll get something done. It's all good. It's just a shame to have lost Phil, because his CRF is out of action at the moment, which is why he's on his scrambler, and to have lost Pez because of a breakdown. Yeah, it's what happens though, isn't it? It's what happens. I feel incredibly rusty. This isn't anything challenging at all, but I do feel incredibly rusty on the bike. I've just not done very much trail riding at all. I kind of felt like some of you might have been getting a bit bored with my usual trail ride videos, just because of some comments sort of saying, oh, you kind of know them like the back of your hands now, and you've never even ridden them. Which is to be expected. You can't ride new places all the time, unfortunately, in the UK, because we're so restricted on where we can ride. And I think my mentality as well, not just because of that, but just because of such a rubbish, grey, miserable 8 months we've just had, I just haven't really wanted to play bikes at all. And it's only because I had that new road bike that I was able to sort of maintain some joy for riding at all, really. It's quite weird, just how the weather screws with our brains. That seasonal affective disorder, I think. But now the sun's out, oh man, it's all good, baby. This is a beautiful place to ride though, beautiful place to ride. They're moo cows, moo! You've got to move it, you've got to move it, move it, moo! Cows, they're cool. Trying to make sure I stay a good distance back, just because I'm getting quite distracted by the views, and I want to make sure, in case they stop in a hurry in front of me, that I don't run into the back of them by terrible riding. Just trying to pick the best path out of some very rutted ones. I can tell I'm having to concentrate a bit more than I usually do, because I've got no words to throw out of my mouth at you lot. You're probably grateful for that. Well, we've had a little bit of a rest, a little bit of a rehydrate, and now we're going to sort of carry on along here along the ridgeway, go find ourselves some lunch, and then see if we can plot in a route to somewhere trail riding. Oh man, being still in all this kit is bad. I need to be moving to get the airflow through it. But how incredible are these views, eh? How incredible. It is beautiful. This is definitely the life. This is definitely the life. Out playing motorbikes, countryside, beautiful sunshine, nature all around us. Pucker, proper pucker. When we stopped to grab some water there, I inadvertently took the lid off my water bottle while it was in my Kriega dry bag. So now I have a Kriega wet bag. It's like a little paddling pool in there. Idiots! I'm so the opposite of bike fit at the moment. Fat lump of lard I am. I think it really shows that I didn't do much trail riding over winter. What a very cute little place this is. To poke myself in the eye with my finger, what an idiot. So I think this is where we're stopping for lunch, the Barge Inn, which is a good name for a pub, and we shall rambunctiously barge in and demand beer, or a shandy at least anyway. But yeah, what an awesome day so far. It's just a real shame that the plans got a bit kibooshed by Pez's breakdown and Phil having to come on the Scrambler rather than his CRF. But it's all good though, it's all good, and what a lovely little place. Hopefully we get a little view of the canal in a minute too. But yeah, cool stuff. Right, well, that was an awesome bit of lunch and a little bit of proper hydration, you know, the alcoholic variety, although I had a shandy, and chilled out on the canal for a little bit. And now we're heading down to a little place called Tilford, I think that's what it's called, and then when we get there we're going to try and find the next green lane that we're going to attempt. So I'm leading the way down to Tilford because we've got the old satnav set up, and they're going to follow us down, and then I think once we get there we'll get Andy taking over again and finding us a big old green lane to play on. Awesome stuff. Right, let's go, let's get there, let's get rid of this rubbish tarmac stuff. Right then, so we are sort of doing a bit of winging it. We've got no real route, but we do have Ordnance Survey maps and the green road map that we can cross-reference as well. And I think this is where we're going in here. So I guess I'm sort of leading for the moment. Impromptu, no idea really what to expect, but it should be good fun. There's lots of mud. If we're not careful we can bury our bikes in water. That doesn't sound like the thing that we should be doing, so I shall be avoiding any water as best as I can. But yeah, this should be a good fun little experiment of just winging it. It's all going to be tracks like this, so it's not going to be particularly hard going, I don't think. But there could be lots of ruts. Yeah, so we met up with a bunch of Wiltshire TRF members. At least I assume they were TRF members. The guy leading, he seemed to be one. And he gave us some pointers on where to go and what to avoid and stuff like that. So that's all good. Getting all a bit snarly here. Let's see what we got. Staying out of the big puddles, basically. But yeah, mostly gravel roads with beautiful scenery, and that's all right by me, to be honest. That's all right by me. Stops it being anything too challenging when we're sort of quite away from home. Because this is all military firing ranges, we've got to make sure we don't go anywhere where they're exercising or shooting or chucking grenades at each other and stuff like that. Yeah, it's definitely worth keeping an eye out for the old flags and stuff. I actually am not where I expected to be. We've kind of come off the green lane and are on just these metallised tracks. But the guy did say from the Wiltshire Byways that we're allowed on all the metallised tracks unless it says otherwise. This is looking a little bit more challenging, a bit whoopy and rutty. Basically avoiding any water that looks bigger than my bike, but doing that is a challenge in itself. I think this is going to be quite a steep climb going up the other side. Hopefully it's all going to be gusty and grippy. It's chalk, so it might not be. Oh, that was deep, slimy snot. Well, he wasn't lying about ruts. Was not lying about ruts. I really don't want to be a victim to the ruts today. I hate ruts! It's my confidence that's taken the biggest dink, I think. Ooh. Yeah, struggling a bit just to have the confidence to ride through things, and it's just unfamiliar territory, isn't it? I suppose it's wise to be a bit cautious on unfamiliar territory, but this is very lovely. It is very lovely indeed. Bugs. It is nice down here how long their green lanes are once you find them. And they do have an abundance of them as well. You just got to pick your timings for the ranges to make sure they're not in action, as some of them were today, that restricted which side of the plain we could go on. I know I really need to ride my nemesis lanes more often, so like the ones with ruts in them, the ones with sand, the ones with dirt, the ones with mud, the ones that aren't tarmac. But yes, practice makes perfect, doesn't it? Practice makes you better at everything. That's on that sign there, restricted byway, and it said no, had the no motorcycle and car sign. I'm just going to look at that sign down there, make sure we don't piss anyone off. No, we shouldn't be on these ones.
No. Cut the road into the village.
Yeah, we can put I'm going to put it onto Google Maps now. Right, well that is our little stay down at the Bruce Arms bar, restaurant and campsite. Done with. That's done with. Pez has already headed off. He got to the bottom of his troubles with the bike, but it's going to be an ongoing problem till he can get some spare parts, so he left earlier. Me and Phil, we're scooting off to the Chopper Cafe for breakfast, and then going to move the rest of the way and split off from each other over at Lumi's, and these guys are going to make their own way back as and when they're ready. But what an awesome weekend, what an awesome weekend. Thanks for Pez for organising it, thanks to everyone else for putting up with my snoring, but yeah, cracking stuff. See you later, guys. See you later, mate. Take care. Sorry about my snoring. And that's it. It's done. It's done. Look at this day, though. It's going to be a glorious ride home. How fantastic. But anyway, I'm not going to drag you along with me any further. I wonder how long this video is already, so we will not make it any longer for you. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been amazing. I've had a brilliant time. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you've not done so already, please do click that subscribe button. It'd be brilliant to have you come back for some more. And if you did like the video, give it a big old thumbs up. We do like them, we appreciate them. And if you didn't, you can give it a little thumbs down. I don't mind at all. But please do drop down in the comments if you've been down on the Salisbury Plains on your bikes, if you've been down to this campsite even, or if you just have any others down here that you recommend. I'd love to hear your suggestions. But yeah, I really recommend that campsite, Bruce Arms. Yeah, fantastic stuff. But anyway, you ride safe, take care, and we shall catch you all in the next one. Bye bye for now.
Keep that bar rubber side down. You know, you gotta keep that bar rubber side down.
We caught up with a pezzer. We knew we would, but we went different ways, so it's kind of interesting that we caught up with each other where we did, which was where the points of our routes merged, so that's kind of cool. And although he's only doing 30 mile an hour here at the moment, that is uphill, which suggests that he's keeping the bike working, and yeah, he's got a solution to his problem that it took him out of action yesterday, so that's good news. So although it will take him forever to get home, and he still get home in a lot better time than if he was stuck at 15 mile an hour like he was yesterday on his ride back to the campsite after he bailed on us. But yeah, good news, glad to see it, Pez, glad to see it, mate.